Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Going to be building an OU team around Infernape, but then we'll hop on the ladder, test out the team of course, making any changes to it that we do feel are necessary, and the final product will be down below in the description for all of you to try out, so let's just go ahead and hop in. When you look at Infernape, at first glance its offensive stats do not look like anything special, but this thing actually hits really hard on the special side right here, with the Life Orb coverage right here. Fire Blast is able to 2-hit KO defensive Landorus, which is very cool. That's the main reason I'm running a special set right here, so that way we can at least 2-hit KO Landorus T. Now the biggest stops to this thing are stuff like Toxapex, which resists the dual stab very well, and just some other specially defensive mons like Hoopa. Obviously we do take U-turn for that, which is definitely cool. I wanted this to kind of be a part of our Volturn core, so I like that. And then just max special attack and max speed with the Naive Nature right here for an attack, just to power up our U-turn. And yeah, that's going to be the Infernape set that we're rolling with today. Obviously, there's a ton of other options. You can run Choice Band, Choice Scarf, you can run a physical Life Orb set too, but when you're taking Flare Blitz recoil and Life Orb recoil, that alongside Hazards is definitely just not a very good combination. You get worn down way too fast, so I like this better, and yeah, hopefully we can hit our Focus Blasts today. That's definitely going to try to be the plan, but last week to try to break through Toxapex and all that bulky stuff, I actually ran a Choice Band Hoopa, so I don't want to do that this week. Instead, what I want to do is actually run an SD Flyinium Lando, which is able to completely blow back Toxapex, obviously, because of EQ. And then we can also blow away Tangrowth, which obviously Infernape doesn't care about Tangrowth, but it's nice to have a secondary check just to blow through all the bulk. And another good thing right here is Infernape is able to just get rid of Celesteela pretty easily for Landorus. Definitely Celesteela does not really... Landorus doesn't appreciate Celesteela at all, so I like that. And then we'll go with the rocks right here, and probably Smackdown would be my last move. I don't really think I need to run U-turn on this thing. Let's just run Smackdown to help out with Zapdos, of course, and Skarmory and Celesteela too. So this can also kind of be a Celesteela check now. And let's run Flyinium Z, of course. Max attack Adamant, and then we can go ahead and just put the rest into max speed, just to make sure we can help out with other Adamant Landorus and put the 4 in defense, I guess. So I like this combination a lot. I think offensively these two really help out each other. And now we just need to figure out Pokemon that we want to add to this core. So in terms of Pokemon that I want to add, we definitely have kind of a water weakness going on right here. So a nice water resist would definitely be a very good idea. Rotom-Wash could be good. It also provides us hazard control and completes our Volturn core with Infernape. Another option is Assault Vest Magearna, which can switch into the most prominent water type, which is Ash Greninja, which I think could be very helpful as well. Those are definitely both my best options, I think. Either Assault Vest Magearna or Rotom-Wash. So I think I'm going to go with Rotom-Wash right here, just because it provides a hazard control, and I think that's pretty valuable right here. And we'll go with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. Do I want to run T-Bolt? Nah. Let's go with Rilts's Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, and Defog. And then we'll run Leftovers. You can also run the 50% Ayapapa / Figgy Berry, but I like this variant better. And let's go ahead and just run the standard spread of 248 in HP. Can't get that number right. There you go. 252 and then 8 in Spit F is, I believe, standard. So that's great. We have a Volturn core. We have a really nice offensive mon in Landorus, and we have hazards and hazard control on the board right now. So I think offensively we're really good right here, and we have a nice defensive core started off with the Rotom-Wash. So I really like that a lot. Now, when I look at Pokemon that I want to continue to add onto the team, I definitely want a really good offensive presence. Mega Medicham can form a fighting spam core with Infernape. Infernape would be like the special fighting mon. Mega Medicham could be like the physical one. Now alternatively I could run like Mega Lopunny as a more fast offensive option to Mega Medicham, but that could be good. It could help me out in the offense versus offense matchup. I don't want to add Keldeo because it kind of overlaps with Infernape in terms of doing that task. We still need an Ashgren switch in, so I'm going to have to take care of that later. We might add like Ferrothorn or something, or maybe, I don't want to add IV Tangrowth to this offensive of a team. We'll do Lopunny. I think Lopunny is great here. Kind of adds this Access Alliance late game cleaner and a revenge killer, which I really like in a Pokemon. So I'll run High Jump Kick, just a standard 4 attack set. I don't like Power Up Punch Encore. You guys know that if you follow this channel, I don't like Power Up Punch Encore set. So we'll go right here with High Jump Kick, Fake Out, Ice Punch, and Return. And that's Retaliate, that's not Return. Let's fix that. I sometimes forget stuff like that, and then I hop into a battle and I have Retaliate, and then I just cut because I don't want to feature that. So let's go here with Jolly. And just go with 4 defense. And that looks pretty good. I always found it weird how they have this defensive distribution. 94 96 speed F. Who came up with that? It's kind of random, but yeah, I like this 4 attack spread right here, and acts as a really nice revenge cleaner. And now what I need to do is, I need to get this Askren thing out of the way. I don't want to go with another bulky water type, like, I mean, I was thinking about adding Gastrodon, or some other bulky water to help out, but I don't think that's smart. Could go Superior, but I feel like Superior can't even take Dark Pulse. Pex kind of fulfills the same thing as Rotom. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably go Ferrothorn here, just because Spike support could be really good in terms of cleaning with Mega Lopunny. So yeah, let's go with Ferrothorn right here. And I actually have this EV spread memorized now. It's max HP, 164 in Speed F, and 92 in defense. And we're actually going to go with minus speed right here because I do want to minimize Gyro Ball damage. Let's put 0 EVs in speed. A Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Spikes, and Elite Sheet with the leftovers. And I think we have a pretty nice Fire Water Grass going on right here with the Ferrothorn, Rotom, and Infernape. Obviously 2 of them are pretty defensive, but I think this alongside Intimidate Landorus can kind of cover a lot of the meta in terms of switching into things. And then we have our nice offensive presence right here with our Rotom, with our Mega Lopunny and our Infernape. Now, I would love to add another U-turn user. Could definitely be very good. Just keep up the momentum. We have 1 slot left. Is there anything that I'm particularly weak to? Mega Alakazam is looking like a giant threat here, so I could definitely use something that could deal with Mega Alakazam very well. Jirachi is good, but we already have a Steel type, and I feel like, I mean, Healing Wish support could be good, but we don't really have any prominent setup sweepers that need it. What can I add to deal with Mega Alakazam? This is tough. Maybe I should just go with AV Tang, but I feel like that's not a smart idea. Mega Zamchex. We could add a Tyranitar, that could be cool, but it doesn't really provide me anything. AV Victini could be another option, but dual fire, offensive mon's not really a good idea either. This is tough. I mean, we're so weak to Mega Zam and Tapu Lele and stuff like that. I really need to add a check. I mean, I could just add a faster Scarfer. Like, a good Scarfer could help me out, and that could definitely just fulfill the job. Like, Scarf Cortana looks pretty good here, with, like, Smart Strike, Sacred Sword, and all that. Could provide me a secondary Defog or 2. Let's try that. Let's go with Scarf Cortana. And we'll go right here. I'm putting the Scarf inside the move slot. Let's go with Scarf with Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, Knockoff, and Sacred Sword. I feel like I don't really need Defog on this thing. I would just love to have the options in terms of coverage. Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly, and Force. So let me just make sure that we... Actually, now that I look at the team, we have, like, no... Well, actually, I guess Infernape has our special offensive presence, but... Like, we're definitely more geared towards physical offense right here, if anything, but if I need to change stuff later, of course, we can go ahead and do that, but I think we'll roll with this for now. Excited to try the team out. Let me just make sure that I have EVs invested into everything, correct abilities. Looks good to me, so I'll be right back with our first game. Okay, we got our first game right here, going to be up against a pretty offensive team. He has a Mega Lopunny too, which is a giant threat to me, but Scarf Cortana does a ton of work right here by clicking Sacred Sword after I get rid of the Heatran. Now, in terms of dealing with Zygarde, I feel like my Flyinium Lando is the best bet there. I'm just going to go ahead and lead off here with my Mega Lopunny. He's going to lead off with his Mega Lopunny. Okay, is he going to risk the tie? No, he's just going to go Togekiss. So it does reveal to be a lefty's Togekiss right here. I'm just going to switch out to my Rotom, and there's no point to taking a big hit with my Lopunny right here. And I can just go for a Volt Switch, or even a Will-O-Wisp when he brings that out. Yeah, he just goes for Air Slash, which we're able to take very well. I'm just going to go ahead and... He's going to go Tangrowth, I'm assuming, so I'll go for Volt here. As Tangrowth is his switch of choice, so let's start to do some work with Infernape right here. Get this in. And just go right here for the Fire Blast. He doesn't really have 2 good responses. This can come in, but it probably dies to 2 of these. I feel like Focus Blast can do a ton of work if I hit, but I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to go here into my Landorus-T. He may switch expecting HP Ice. Goes for Glare. Ah, that's annoying. But at the very least right here, I can click my Z move. He might be sub-Glare though. I'm going to try to get up Rocks actually, as we do get the Rocks up, which is cool. Now, I feel like Ferrothorn, is Ferrothorn good here? It can be good, but it's not like vital. Let's go Ferrothorn. He just gets up his own Spike, which is not too big of a deal. I'll just start doing the same. If he wants to Hazard Stack alongside me. As he's actually going to go out into this here, so I'm going to go out here into my Rotom-Wash. because I feel like the hazard damage is going to overwhelm him to the point where my Lopunny and my Infernape, and even maybe Scarf Cortana, if he gives me the damage here, are going to have a lot of fun. So let's just go here for the Hydro Pump, as he's going to stay in and give me the damage, as unfortunately I miss. I really needed that damage for Scarf Cortana. But I'll try to Volt out here now, as he goes into the Tangrowth, of course. This gives me my Infernape once again. As what I can do here is just go for Fire Blast again. I'm gonna have to hit a Focus Blast, I think, which is very scary to think about. Or we can just miss here and he's gonna Sludge Bomb poison me. That sucks. I'm gonna Focus Blast now, expecting Tran or Zygarde. Dang, that would have probably knocked it out. Like, I know it's AV Tangrowth, but still. Okay, I need to hit this and then we want to Scarf Cortana say Smart Strike. Okay, cool. We get rid of that Mon on the double down. And now the Smart Strike is very free from now on in the game. So what I think I have to do here is go maybe Rotom-Wash. I'm gonna go Lopunny, as he goes out into his own Lopunny. We're probably gonna risk a Speed Tie here. Lopunny doesn't get like any sort of like ability that doesn't make it flinch, right? Doesn't get Inner Focus. No, okay. As we win the tie, which is cool. Do I risk this? I feel like it would be dumb if I lost the tie here because this Mon kind of wins. Yeah, let's not risk this at all. There's no point. I'm gonna go Landorus-T here on the high jump kick. No, he's just gonna Ice Punch now. So let me switch out to Rotom here. Then again, what is this Mon doing for me? You can still Intimidate Zygarde, I guess. Let's just fire off the Z move here, as he goes for a turn and we knock him out. So that's great. I feel like Mega Lopunny can actually just win now. The threat that I'm trying to deal with here is the Greninja, obviously, which is a huge problem. Now, if he goes Zygarde here, he goes Gren here. So I gotta go here into my Ferrothorn, as he goes right for the Dark Pulse. I feel like he's gonna go for the flinch, but I'm just gonna Gyro Ball here on the off chance he doesn't. Or do I just Power Whip? Yeah, as we don't get flinched, cool. And it looks like that might be the game here, because his last offensive presence is the Zygarde, which I just spam Gyro Ball against to prevent it from setting up too much. Goes Zygarde now. This could actually be an issue, so let's go for Gyro Ball. I'm assuming he might try to substitute up here, as yeah, I can't let that happen basically. Now he may be 50% Berry is the thing. It kind of sucked to lose to this, not gonna lie. Goes right for the Coil. Okay, now what I need to do is knock him out with Scarf Cart. He's gonna sub again right here. Let's just go for Gyro Ball. Oh, he just knocks me out, as he's not even 50%. Okay. Oh, he's lefties. What am I doing? I really thought he was 50% Berry, but let's just knock this out. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and forfeit. Yeah, so we'll drop a GG in the chat. I was really scared of that Zygarde. I feel like that thing always gets my number, but we're able to win the game, and I'll be right back with another match. Okay, we got another game right here. Going to be up against some Manaphy bulky offense right here. Usually we see Manaphy on Aurora Veil, so I'm kind of confused as to what's happening right here, but Infernape does a lot. Yeah, Infernape kind of goes in here. Same with the Lopunny too. Lopunny has fun. This Mega Alakazam is a problem. We check it with Scarf Cortana though, that's why we have that. Let's lead off here with my Landorus-T. He's going to lead right with the Tapu Koko, so this could be Specs, I don't really know. But I think Rocks are really good here, and I don't really have a true switch in besides Ferrothorn, but then he just U-turns to Tran and get up his hazards, so let's go for the Rocks. As he doesn't want to risk Scarf EQ, which is understandable, and he's able to do that. I'm just going to go right here for my Z move, I think. I mean, I could preserve it for Ferrothorn. Let's go Rotom. Yeah, he's just going to Defog, so he's probably Scarf, so I'm going to try to Volt Switch here for Momentum, as he does go Ferrothorn. So this gives me what I wanted, which is my switch into Infernape. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw off a nice... I'm going to go for a nice Focus Blast here on the Heatran coming in. Just goes right back to Landorus. Very offensive play. Do we hit? We do hit, and yeah, that does so much. Fire Blast would have done 96. But what I can do... They have the same power, right? No, never mind. Fire Blast would have done like 85 or something, but... Let's go back to Lando, as he goes Heatran here, so that's great. As what I can do is just go right for the Earthquake. Knock that thing out, and I didn't want him getting up rocks right there, so... That's good. Out comes Manaphy. I'm just gonna Z move here. I'm assuming he'll try to Tail Glow, yeah. And we bring it all the way down to 1%, but it's able to survive. So now I have to sack one Mon, and then I'll be good. So It's not Pharaoh, it's not Cart, it's not Lopunny. It's definitely not Infernape. I think I sack my Rotom here. As he goes right for the Ice Beam. I'm sure he has Energy Ball, but on the off chance he doesn't, I'll Volt Switch. Goes for the Hydro Vortex. And now what I can do is just pick him off with my Lopunny here. Let's just bring this out and Mega and just click Return now. Knock that Pokemon out, which is cool. Megazam's about to come out and have a ton of fun with my team, which is not going to be a fun time for me, but yeah, out comes the Zam. As what I have to do here is switch out into... I'm going to go Ferrothorn here. We burnt our Z move, so maybe I should actually go Landorus-T. It's not as good. Let's do that, but unfortunately, I didn't do it in time. So let's see if he goes for the Focus Blast or not. Now he just goes for Psychic, which is very good for me. Now, I don't know if a Focus Blast kills, but I'm Gyro Balling. As we are able to take it. Does this Oko? It just comes short, and we go down to Iron Barbs, but the point here is I actually get to win with Scarf Cortana? No, he has a Ferrothorn. What am I saying? Let's go here into Infernape. And just click our priority Vacuum Wave here. As he goes Ferrothorn, we do quite a bit. As I can just Fire Blast here for a KO. Would love to hit this attack right now. As we are able to knock that out. This guy's team is torn apart by that attack. Goes out into this here. This pawn's a problem. I'm just going to stay in here and Fire Blast. I feel like he'll HP Ice trying to catch Landorus-T. Goes for Brave Bird. That is a very random attack, but at this point I can go Cortana here. Click Scarf Leaf Blade. I feel like this is Scarf Coco because he went for Brave Bird, and I don't really think any other Coco would ever run that. No, it's not. Okay. As we knock that out, and it looks like we win the match with Scarf Cortana here. So yeah, we're able to win. And Infernape did a ton of work right there, which is cool. I'll drop a GG in the chat, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. Going to be up against some Mega Aerodactyl Whimsicott sort of thing right here. I love Mega Aerodactyl, so I get happy whenever I see other people using it, but you gotta try not to lose to it right here. Rotom can pretty much keep that in check. This Excadrill right here is a giant problem. Kind of forgot the name. I feel like he'll lead Gren, so I'm gonna lead here with Ferrothorn. He leads Druddigon. I should have expected this, like it's his rocker. But I kind of have to throw off a Leech Seed and then switch out. Hopefully he doesn't have like Fire Punch. Goes right for Taunt. Okay, so I guess he might have expected a Spike or something. Let's go here into my own Landorus-T. And then what I need to do here is goes for Glare. This is really annoying. Let's try to Earthquake though. Maybe he'll let me. As he does, we do a ton of damage there. As I'll just Earthquake again right now. As we do Breakthrough and get rid of Druddigon, which is great. I mean, Rocks going up is not the worst thing in the world. We have a Cortana and Ferrothorn, both of which don't really care about them. So he'll probably click the Water move here if I had to guess. Now he tries to Gunk Shot, predicting something. But yeah, now I can just throw off a Leech Seed, or I can just Gyro Ball in case he wants to go. Does this Oko me? No, we live, okay. And we'll be doing like 50%. 40 prone. Okay, so similar damage is what I thought we might do. It looks like Scarf Cortana can win now. After a Beast Boost, it looks like I can do some work with that mon. Losing this definitely sucks though. Let's just stay in. Just goes for HP Fire again. As I can at least revenge it with Lopunny here, I think is my play. So let's bring out Lopunny, Mega Evolve, and just go right for the... what is happening? Hello? There we go. That was very confusing, but what I'll do here is just go for the High Jump Kick. I need to Mega Evolve. And a High Jump Kick is definitely my play here to catch Arrow. As thankfully we hit, and I'll be able to knock that out right now. So let's see what he wants to bring out next. That was the longest lag spike I've ever seen on Pokemon Showdown. Showdown's just been super laggy for me as of late, and I don't know what's up with it, but let's go here into Rotom-Wash on a Stone Edge miss, which is unfortunate for him for sure, but this is always my initial switch in. As what I need to do here is just click Hydro Pump on the incoming Whimsicott, and then I can just switch out here into Landorus-T. On the Encore, not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but I get my Z move off now, which is cool. And I feel like it'll do a lot to Arrow. He actually goes for a sub, so unfortunately that's not very good for me. I can just click EQ though until... because EQ should break the sub, I would imagine. Because yeah, it is able to continue breaking the sub. This could be a little bad, but Fake Out until... well, he could be Prankster Stun Spore for all I know. But we just knock him out, which is cool. Let's see what he wants to bring in next right here. I'm going to double check some things after this because that was a big lag spike. Let's see what he wants to bring out to revenge me. He goes Aerodactyl. This probably has Ice Fang. Let's go Rotom-Wash here. On the Ice Fang, of course, because I need Landorus healthy for the drill in case that is scarce. So we get in Rotom on the Stone Edge. So he makes the play again. As I can just Hydro Pump here and do a lot of damage to something. And even if I miss, I feel like me missing is not a big deal at this point in the game. Goes for Stone Edge, he misses as we miss too, but we get lefties out of that turn, which is something. Goes right for that, as we do hit as well, and to bring him all the way down. I'll just go for Hydro Pump again, of course. And actually, I was kind of hoping he would live, because then I win with Scarf Cortana, but he goes Blacephalon now. Just Hydro Pump now. So I guess I'll just Volt Switch out. In case he's like Colbur Berry, he just knocks me out. I can just go Cortana here. Go for that Scarf knockoff. And then I'll probably switch this out. So yeah, we knock that out, and this drill, actually I can just stand, because if it is Choice Scarf, I'll knock it off. As he's going to go ahead and forfeit, so I'll go ahead and double check what was up with that lag spike right there, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. If this is actually a Mega Gyarados, the Vacuum Wave pressure could be very good, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be the Dragon Dance Flyinium variant. Now, I'm pretty sure this runs like Suicide Lead on the Landorus T right here, so I definitely want to try to counter that. It could be Helmet. No, it wouldn't be Helmet on this offensive of a team. So it looks like it's maybe Wish Jirachi with maybe Healing Wish too. Let's go here with Lando, though. I feel like Lando is a pretty good bet right now. I mean, it'll suck to have to let him get Rocks up, but I'm assuming that's what he's going to do right here, so I'm just going to not bother with the Fake Out and just Ice Punch right away. Because yeah, we do a ton right there, and I don't want him exploding on me, so that's why I did that. As what I can do is just Ice Punch again, and get rid of Landorus early, which is good for me. Couldn't have asked for a better set of turns right there. Maybe if I Faked Out, I could have knocked him out after, but maybe, I don't think we would have done 19. It's a Landorus T, and we were at -1. Like, Ice Punch is 4 times super effective. I feel like he would have taken, like, maybe 15. Goes Tapu Koko here. So how am I not losing to Hawlucha? Maybe Rotom can help out with that. Rotom plus Ferrothorn, or I guess Landorus can do that too with Flyinium Z. We can take on Hawlucha, so I just gotta keep that mon healthy. As what I want to do here is probably go Ferrothorn. I can use Rotom for that, and then maybe Scarf Cortana for Zygarde, but let's go Ferrothorn right now. As let's see what he wants to do. He just goes for, oh, it's just dual screen stuff. I should have expected this. Let's start getting up. Well, actually, what do our hazards do? Let me just go for a Leech Seed here. No, I just need damage on this. What do I feel is the best play? This is tough. I'm going to go for a Gyro Ball here. I wish I had a... Well, do I have a Defogger? I do have Rotom to Defog, but I think he's going... I'm just going to go Rotom now. This is such a tough decision, because if I go Rotom and he attacks me, it's going to put me in a bad spot versus Gyarados. Yeah, but I guess I have Scarf Cart for Gyarados. I don't know, to be honest. Let's go for the Gyro Ball here. As he's going to Taunt, and we'll do a bit of damage right now, which is cool. And what I'll do here is, he has Taunt anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to Defog with my Rotom. But that Defog is going to be big later, because I do need to be able to get rid of the rocks and the screens all at once. That could be very good for me. Goes right for the U-turn, so he doesn't even want the screen up, the other screen up. As let's see what he wants to bring out. Maybe Zygarde. Zygarde could be a big problem right now. Yeah, Zygarde looks like an issue. I'd probably have to go immediately to Lando on that. But, I mean, we can take it on. Goes Gyarados, though. Okay, that's better for me. But it's still not very ideal. I'm going to go Rotom-Wash here. Could be Dragon Dance Taunt Gyarados, and then could prevent me from doing things. Goes right for that. I just go for the Volt Switch here. Like, it's well, we don't get the Terrain Boost, I don't think, because we're Levitating, but we'll still do a good amount. Maybe put it in range of Fake Out. Yeah, we'll take that easily. He crits me, though, which isn't ideal, of course. We're able to... Does Vacuum Wave not come out from that percentage? Infernape. Nasty Plot. Against the Gyarados, like Mega Dragon Dance. Focus Blast does that much. How much is Vacuum Wave doing? There's no screen up. It's not enough. I mean, that's without Life Orb. I feel like it's still not going to be enough with a Life Orb. Yeah, it's still not enough, and I would pretty much be sacking them on, so I'm gonna go Scarf Cortana here instead. And just click Leaf Blade right now. Yeah, let's just click Leaf Blade and prevent this thing from setting up even further. As if he wants to go back to Koko, it'll take a lot, so this should knock it out, right? Yeah, okay, good. As he doesn't really have many setup options right now because of my Beast Boost. I feel like he has to go kind of right back to Koko here. Unless it's Z Celebrate Jirachi. It is Z Celebrate Jirachi because it's shiny, I think. I believe that's how it works, but I'm going to Leaf Blade and then I'm going to follow it up with a knockoff by switching out. So there's a Z Happy Hour, not Celebrate. As what I can do here is just sack off my Rotom-Wash. The thing that I have going for me is the fact that the Reflect is nearly gone, so we go through the Drain Punch. Lando can take this hit and EQ him. So let's do that. Let's go out into Lando here, go for the EQ. I'm pretty sure we can take an Ice Punch. If he has it. And if he doesn't, that's even better. The problem is he can Iron Head flinch me all the way down. As we don't get flinched, which is good. Probably should have done the Infernape, or maybe even Cortana. He would have Zen Headbutt for Infernape, I think. What attack did he click? Drain Punch. So, now what I can do is just go for the Earthquake on this. Is there a better play? I can probably get up Rocks and then EQ. Like, what's he gonna do to me? Yeah, let's get up Rocks for a bit of chip, and now I'll EQ him. Because, like, his best play right here is the Light Screen, and we knock that out. So the question is, what can something set up on me here and win? Goes Hawlucha. My play here is to Flyinium Z every time. As we knock that out, and his last mon here is the Zygarde, which can win. Like, the Zygarde's gonna probably beat me here. Maybe not. So goes out into it. As I think my play is just to spam EQ, and then try to win with like Vacuum Wave plus Fake Outs and stuff. Or I can try to get an early Leech Seed on him. Let's do that. Let's go out into this, and try to get a Leech Seed off here. And then maybe we can start Gyro Balling. Unfortunate that he has a Substitute. Why did I forget about Substitute? Okay, my play is to go back to Lando now. I'll just click EQ and hope I break subs. Goes right for another DD. This thing's gonna win. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, he's gonna knock out Cart. He's gonna knock out everything. My only play is to... So he knocks me out. I need to stall out these screen turns, so let's go Lopunny here. Get off a Fake Out. It's not gonna break the sub, but I need to... Well, actually, he can just knock me out, yeah. And we lose, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe Ferrothorn can come through here. Let's go for the Gyro Ball. And maybe we can take 2,000 arrows and knock him out, because he has +2 speed, so our Gyro Ball is insanely strong, but unfortunately, I think he's going to kill me with 2,000 arrows. Yeah, unfortunately, he's doing a little bit too much damage right there. Maybe, if I can get a Scarf Leaf Blade crit, maybe Vacuum Wave will kill. I think that's my game plan. So it knocks me out. I need to hope, first of all, he's not max speed. Then I get a crit, and then Vacuum Wave knocks him out. As he is max speed, but we do live. And we do get a crit, but it's not going to be enough. That's definitely not enough for Vacuum Wave. So I have to try to go for the Vacuum Wave crit. I doubt even that knocks it out. I'll get the GG ready in the chat. I knew Zygarde would be a problem, but like I had to use my Z move on the Hawlucha, and he's able to pick up the win right there. And unfortunate loss right there. I really thought we had that, but Zygarde is just too good of a mon when you get it behind screens, and it's alright. I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. Going to be up against Rain, but the only Rain abuser is a Mega Swampert and Thunder Koko potentially, but Mega Lopunny has a ton of fun here. I need to keep Ferrothorn and Cortana healthy just for the Swampert, but Cortana has a ton of fun too. What I'm going to do here is lead off with my Rotom-Wash, just because it honestly leads well against everything except Tapu Bulu and Pharaoh. Like, the double grass is fine, but everything else I can Wisp this thing, just Volt out on that, on the Pelipper, and then I just probably... I guess Koko's a pretty bad lead too. But I'm doing this because I feel like he's going to lead Pelipper for Rain or Lando for Rocks. Or Swampert for Rocks, for that matter. So I think Rotom is a good bet right here. And let's see what he has to do. I mean, if Infernape can kind of go in as well. The only thing that actually kind of resists that is the Pelipper. Pelipper can definitely take Fire Blasts and Focus Blasts, so gonna have to try to weaken that right here, but this guy's taking a while to choose, so I'll be right back once he does. Okay, so my opponent went all the way down to 5 seconds and then chose a lead, but what I want to do right here is just go for the Volt Switch. Just gonna go for a Volt of his own. That is probably Specs damage, but that kind of puts me in a bad spot versus Spurt, but we're still good. He has 90 seconds now. I don't like how that timer works. When you go all the way down to 5 seconds, I like the old timer, actually, where you just have a set amount of time each turn. But then if you stall out the entire turn, that can get annoying, but let's go ahead and go out into here into my Landorus-T. And then I can just try to get up rocks now. As he may try to leech seed me or whatever. That's fine if he does that. But I'm tempted to Flyinium Z here expecting the Pelipper, but if he doesn't go Pelipper and I burn it on this, that's not very good. So we get up rocks. He gets up his rocks. I'm just going to EQ. As we're doing quite a bit to that, so I think my Z move can knock it out from that percentage. 75, I mean, yeah, we should be able to knock it out here, I think. And if he goes Pelipper, that's great, because we knock out the Rain Setter. Goes Landorus, okay, so we'll do like 60% maybe. And then he'll get Leech Seed back, which is not very ideal, obviously. Oh, never mind, okay, we just knock it out through that. So he was some sort of offensive Lando. Goes on to this here. I'm gonna go for the EQ here. Just goes for HPS and knocks me out. Not a big deal, honestly, because Kartana's gonna have start to have some fun soon. And honestly, I can just go Lopunny here. Now, do I have to fake out, or can I just return? Lopunny. And it's to Coco here. I do have to fake out, so let's go for the fake out first. He's gonna go Ferrothorn. Unfortunate for me, but I can just high jump kick. I don't think he'll have Protect. He should be Gyro Ball Power Up Hazard Leech Seed is probably the set that I'm expecting, so we knock that mon out, which is cool. And Lopunny's still healthy, which is very ideal for me. Now let's calc Pelipper. He actually goes Tapu Bulu here, so I think my play is to sack this mon off my Rotom-Wash, then bring in my Kartana here. And he may go for Superpower, I guess, would be the play that I would fear. But I feel like I have to Leaf Blade. I could Smart Strike, I guess. But that kind of invites in the Swampert. I'm just scared of him staying in and Superpowering, but I feel like he has to switch out to Pelipper. He sacks off Coco. That's a really odd play. Because now he has to go back to either Bulu and Superpower, or he has to go Pelipper and knock himself out. And then Swampert doesn't even knock me out with anything. So he has to go back to Tapu Bulu here. This is +1 in terrain. How much do we do? So I'm so close to knocking him out, but I think we win anyway. Because assuming I can hit a power up versus Swampert. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and forfeit. Yeah, he needed to knock me out with that, as Kartana has a great defense. I believe it's like base 131, so we're able to pick up the win. Kind of glad we won that after this whole thing went down. That was kind of annoying, but it is what it is, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. Ape has a ton of fun right here. I gotta keep Ferrothorn healthy for Gran, and Landorus is Giant Thread, but I think what I can do here is just lead off with a Lopunny. He's probably fine right now. He's gonna lead off with Landorus-T. I'm just going to fake out and scout whether he's Helmet or Lefties or what exactly is going on with this Landorus right here. But Lopunny I'm definitely switching out because it does so much work here by just clicking high jump kick. And I may want to keep Landorus healthy too just for Kartana, but I feel like I'm going to have to get that weakened. My Z move kind of gets a kill too, assuming he doesn't go Magearn on it, so we get our fake out off. Let's see what kind of Lando this is. That's defensive. Yeah, we take Rocky Helmet. As I'm just going to go out into my Rotom-Wash here because Lopunny is so good. As he doubles to Kartana, so that's pretty bad for me. I'm going to go out here into my own Kartana, just not expecting a Sacred Sword. As he goes Cure in black here. I don't think I Oko with Smart Strike, so... But I don't have a switch in, so do I... I mean, Kartana's good. I outspeed Magearn after a Shift Gear. I need Pharaoh. I kind of need a... Let's go Rotom here. I feel like we can go Rotom, maybe throw off a Will-O-Wisp, and... Because Kartana's definitely very good. I want to keep it out of range of that Shuriken. Goes right for Ice Beam, so yeah. As what I can do here is just throw off a Wisp on something. Or I can just Volt out. I doubt he would go... Yeah, he's going to go out into Tapu Koko there. As what I can do now is bring out whatever I want. Let's go Lopunny now. And just go right here for the... I think I want to double expecting defensive Lando. It's either that or I just return. Or I'm really tempted to Ice Punch predicting it. Let's just go for return. Returns a roll, I think. We calced this earlier. 70 to 83, never mind. Okay, but he does go Landorus. So that's not very good, but at the same time, how much am I doing with... -1 Ice Punch is not killing. Let's go out into our own Lando here. As he gets up his rocks, I'm going to get up mine now. He's going to go Kyurem Black, I think. On my rocks. That's probably what's going to happen here. But I think I need to click Ice Punch next time with the Lopunny because I'm taking too much damage from this helmet. But yeah, I'm glad we got to keep Scarf Cortana at full because just keeping that thing out of range of Shuriken and just healthy in general could be very good for me. Because it actually has sweeping potential after the Koko and Landorus take damage. But let's see. I feel like he may be Scarf Kyurem. No, he wouldn't be Scarf Kyurem. He should be Z. Stays into HB Ice. He saw that we outsped. I'm firing off my Z move here. As he sacks off Gren for nothing. I feel like he kind of expected his own HB Ice, but... like I said, especially since Gren is gone now, I think I can just go Rotom here. As he goes right for the Ice Beam again. He can Fusion Bolt now, but I think I can just throw off a Will-O-Wisp here. On the off chance. I mean, he can Earth Power too. Yeah, he's going to Earth Power, but we get the burn off, which is great. And it's actually looking like Scarf Cortana has a ton of fun now. But let's go here for the... I'll just sack this off here. Let's go for Volt. As he goes right for that again. Now what I can do is bring out Cortana here. And force something to take a lot of damage with Smart Strike. I feel like I'm going to Sacred Sword though, but he's going to go Landorus, not Cortana, I feel. So let's go for the Smart Strike here. As he gives me the Kyurem, so not quite sure what he was expecting, but... I guess now that he knows I'm locked into Smart Strike, he can go out into his own, yeah. That's what I need to do here is go out into my Landorus. On the Leaf Blade. As what I can do here is actually get an Ape. And go right for the Fire Blast. No, I'm Vacuum Waving. Goes Landorus T. We know this is defensive though, so as long as I hit this Fire Blast, we'll knock it out. And he has no Fire Blast switch in, so hitting this would be huge. I feel like hitting this would be a game winner probably, but we miss. Okay. As he's going to be knocking me out with Earthquake. So what's my new game plan? Lopunny Clean is my new game plan. I guess we could also go for the Cortana win, but I gotta go out into something here. Let's go... It's one of these two. Let's go Lopunny. And we saw that my return did not enough. So the thing is, if he goes Cortana here, he gets a free Sacred Sword. Looking Ice Punch. Okay, so we don't get that wrong. But the problem is, the Scarf Cortana, it's going to be a speed tie, I think. So what I need to do here is sack off my Ferrothorn to 2 of these to put him in range of my Sacred Sword. And then go for the speed tie. All because I missed the Fire Blast. Man, that sucks. But I feel like, as long as we get that in our favor, I think we win. So yeah, so we sack that off, we go out into this here. Go for a Scarf Sacred Sword and really hope we win the speed tie. As he goes Magearna, which lived the hit. So now, I need to Sacred Sword again here. As he goes for the Volt, not quite sure what's up with that, but now he gets to go Koko. Which can knock me out. And then he wins. Yeah, he just wins this because I missed my Fire Blast, unfortunately. But he's going for the speed tie anyway. I'm so confused right now, but... Finally goes Koko. I have to stay in. As we're just short, and he's going to be able to win now, so... I fake out. Why didn't he just go Koko the first time? My plan is he's not Scarfed. We knock that out, and... We know it's Scarf Cart. I feel like it is. But I also have to click High Jump Kick here, which if I miss that and he's not Scarf, that would be something else, but... Yeah, it brings this Mon out. I'm gonna go for the High Jump Kick here, as... If Infernape was alive, I would win, but he's able to go for the Sacred Sword, and... Unfortunately, that's going to be that game right there. Infernape could have done so much work here on game 2, but it is what it is, and... I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got our final game right here, going to be up against this Webb's offense. Unfortunately, our last game kind of got robbed. Leads your Bombi. I just have to try to hit a Fire Blast and then follow it up with a Vacuum Wave as my game plan. As we do hit, I'm just going to Vacuum Wave here. Knock that out, and that's cool. So the Web Setter is gone early, which is really great, and I can still try to defog on a few things, but let's see what he brings out here, because nothing really wants to come in. I mean, he can go Charizard, and Charizard's a threat. But I have my Lando with the Z moves, so that's good for me. I believe it's Zard X. Yeah, it should be Zard X on this team. I'm pretty sure I saw Blunder using some sort of build like this, but he was Mimikyu, so I'm gonna go for the U-turn here and break it. And then I think I'm bringing out probably Ferrothorn. Now how am I need to keep my Landorus healthy just for the Como, so let's not get swept by that and go Ferrothorn here instead. As he's gonna fire off a Z move here. I don't know if we take it. But my play is always to Gyro Ball. Oh, we'll live that, okay. So we'll be getting rid of Mimikyu right here, as it appears to be the Life Orb variant. Mimikyu goes down, which is cool. Puts me in a kind of bad spot against Superior, but we may be fine. This is Zardex the main problem, because the moment Zardex comes out, I have to go Lando, take damage, and then the Como becomes a problem. So, not sure if we go down to HP Fire, but I'm not switching. As now he's going to go for HP Fire. But I still stay in. Because Ferrothorn is only here for this, so there's this HP Fire thing. The problem is the webs, of course. The webs are the problem here. So what am I doing about this? Does Fake Out 232? To Superior, Subseed. Against Lopunny. I doubt it. It's not even in the standard set, because the standard one's Power Up and Encore. Okay, so that's not an option. Infernape, does Infernape kill? I mean, Infernape resists the 2 attacks I know he has. Nasty Plot, Life Orb. Vacuum Wave does not kill either, but what I have to do is go for the Vacuum Wave twice, or go for the Vacuum Wave into Fake Out. So let's go for the Vacuum Wave here. As I know it's not going to kill, but it's what I have to do right now. He may even preserve this at 32, just because it does so much work late game too. If I was Iron Fist Mach Punch, this would be able to kill, I think, but unfortunately that's not the case here. Would he really go Zardex on this? I feel like yeah, he's going to stay in. We unfortunately do not pick up the kill. Goes right for a Leaf Storm, is able to knock me out. We may be fine though with a Lando late game, but I have to Fake Out here. He knows I have to Fake Out, but he can switch out for all I care. But I literally have to Fake Out here, or else I lose to this thing on the spot. I'm so tempted to high jump kick / return. Will you really preserve this? I mean, it's good against Cart. What am I defogging on? I have to get the defog off too. That's something I forgot about. Yeah, so he's gonna switch out. And now what I have to do here is probably I want to go Rotom, but then I don't think Rotom can take 2 hits, so let's just go for the high jump kick. So I think we live 1 Klinger's Soul Blaze. We should live this, right? Yeah, so we take a ton, but we live it, and high jump kick should do enough here. As we get a crit through that thing, which is great. And now what I get to do is sack off Cortana, I think. Yeah, Cortana's not good anymore, as he goes right for the Leaf Storm. But I can just go for the knockoff here. As he Leaf Storms again, but Fake Out should still kill from this percentage. So let's go out into this here, click Fake Out. And if he goes out into the other thing, we can deal with that. Goes Drill right now, so Drill will outspeed me right here. So I gotta switch out into Rotom. Is he going for Earthquake or Iron Head? It's the 50-50. Because I need my Landorus. Let's go Landorus here. On the Rock Tomb. Okay, that's an interesting option. Let's go for the Earthquake now. Not sure if he has Toxic or not, but goes right for Rocks. So what's he trying to win with? The Zard right here? He's trying to win with the Zard, but I don't think Zard can do it because I have my Z move. Yeah, so out comes Charizard. I'm going to fire off my Flyinium Z here. And it should be able to knock it out, I would imagine. It's a strong attack. What's the base power here? 175. This shouldn't go down, I think. But we should live a Flare Blitz too, I think. Should be fine. Lopunny can come back in, right? 13.7, yeah. So we can come back in and revenge the Superior if we need to. But I have to fire off my Z move here. Now if he switches out and then brings this back in, I think I lose. Okay, but he's just going to Mega Evolve. We'll live that, and we should be able to knock him out right here. Okay, good. And now, actually the problem is, I don't think Fake Out's going to kill. But what we can do is bring it in twice, because we have enough percentage, so bring this out, Fake Out, switch out, bring it in, Fake Out, win. Is my play right here. So this was a close game to end it off, but we should be good here. 2 Fake Outs will be able to win the game for me. Okay, that's not something I thought about at all. That's smart. Okay, so he just won. Unless he misses the Leaf Storm, which I have to try to Volt here. Dang, that's a smart play. I didn't think about that at all. Lead Seed. But I need a crit fake out, it looks like. If that happened, that would be insane. I wish I had Quick Attack here. If I had Quick Attack instead of Ice Punch, that would be cool. But it looks like he has it, yeah. That's not killing. And because of the webs, he outspeeds. He should outspeed. Yeah, he definitely does. As that was a really great game. I'll drop a GG in the chat. He got me with the lead sheet at the end there. I guess I could have called it, but like it was still a 50-50 even if I thought he would, even if I knew about it anyway. But that guy's able to pick up the win for sure. And we're going to go ahead and end it off there. So we lost one match due to hacks. I believe we lost one just due to some misplays right there. But yeah, that's definitely very fun live. Infernape definitely did a ton of work right there. The team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me, of course. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, so that way you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon content. And I'll see you all later.